What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to your regularly scheduled programming. We are here, we are live, we're back in business, baby. That time again. That time to hit you guys with a little monetization. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. What's this headline coming out? Win nanny. Win nanny. Ling-a-ling. Win nanny. Win nanny. Uh-oh. 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 Problem for the hedgies. It's getting real in the building. I think we see another move tomorrow. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But it definitely looks very promising. I'll say that. Let's go. Look at everybody. Me too. He's first today. Tim, Jennifer Hendricks, Robinhood's Z Gamer. What's going on? Terrence Connor White, Tim Ugans, Hector, Samir, Cheese Chaser, Chris with the win, Lambo in the building. What's up with today? Drop from 34. The reasonings why we ran up so fast is kind of black and gray, right? Could have been people just getting in really fast. Could have been shorts like retail investors. Could have been a lot of the options being exercised. It could have been institutional investors that just started to hit the stock with block trades and then cause that volatility halt, force that, and then start to short it and hoping to kind of break retail. I think that's kind of what's been going on. Just not having a great day. In my personal opinion, it was probably a lot of buying, shorting, and then trying to break retail. Because these guys, they know what's going on in the community. I don't know what's going on with her. She was just crying. So I do apologize. Hopefully it'll end pretty shortly. Saddle up. But yeah, that's kind of what I think happened. I think a lot of people expected fruit snacks. She's just freaking out. Going to exercise 8 through 9, $18 AMC contracts this week. Let's go. Hold on. Oh, let's go, baby. Hold on. Win nanny. Woo! Gotta save the kid. Win nanny, baby. She needs some tendies. Yeah, I'm trying to give her a quesadilla from Taco Bell. Not quite the tendies, but I think that would work. I think that would work better. Give her some tendies. What up, what up, what up, Miguel? Let's go, baby. Tim, showing love, baby. I love it. Thank you, thank you. We are in here, in there like swimwear. Surprised nobody asked, why do I think we're going to rally tomorrow? I know not everybody watches the videos. Nile, the Nile River. What's up, Michael? GME at AMC. Yup, it is that time. There was something that, oh, what the hell? Okay. Okay. There was like a rumor flying around on Twitter about the cost to borrow rates shooting up. I'm not seeing that. If any of you guys have seen that on Twitter, I'm not seeing that as of right now. But he said, "I'm waiting for you to bring it up." Win nanny and Lambo. Oh man, yeah, I'm taking care of the nanny. She gonna treat the kids right. She gonna be paid good. That's what they need to do with teachers. Instead of telling kids you ain't never gonna be shit, give them some motivation. I remember in high school, I was like the school was on computers, so most of all classes were done on computers, and I had all my work done. I had like a B plus in the class. Like I was doing fine, and I was looking something up on the computer, and they had like the power to come in and look and see what you're doing and like mess with your screen, and so I was doing something. I don't even remember what I was doing, but he pulled up a McDonald's application. He said, "You should apply here because this is all you're ever gonna get, doing what you're doing." And I had a good grade in the class. I'm like, "You're an asshole." I actually had to tell him that too. I said, "You're a real asshole for that." Always stuck with me. His name's Mr. Reed. Fucker. It's all love, though. It's all love, though. Don't hurt that kid with Taco Bell. She has her whole life ahead of her. Yeah, she's actually really into healthy foods. Like some of her favorite foods, garlic asparagus. She loves that. Strawberries, that's her favorite thing, hands down. That halt was manipulation at its best. Yeah. I think it was really designed to break the community, because you can't stop it. You can't stop people unless they start to panic and freak out and, all rush to the sell side. And some people did, some people did freak out and sell out. Probably a lot of the traders, and then they probably just got straight back in. Are we squeezing on AMC tomorrow or what? I wouldn't say squeezing, but look at the option activity that we've seen today. Look at these. Especially this order that came in the last minute of trading on AMC for April 1st. 25.50 calls with a premium of $4.70. What is that off the top of my head? I'm not feeling like the mental math right now. Plus 4.7. That's a $30.20 break even on that for this Friday. So that wouldn't be implying a move to the upside. The last minute that came in, and a lot of these short-term options that came in today, like the $34 calls. What is this all together? All these $1, $2, $3, $34 calls, about 160,000. And then another $35 call for April 29th for 238,000. So the way institutional investors are positioning themselves is not that this rally is over, that it's really just getting started. Damn, Tyler, how old are you? Computers in all your classes. Turn 23 Friday. So it's good. April Fools. It's good. It's good. But Ling Ling doing her thing. Yeah, oh my god. This kid. Good penny stocks like Nile and ILUS and Fern. Yeah, I mean, a lot of valuations have got compressed so much. So I don't know, if you guys do fundamental valuations on any companies or whatnot. But the fundamental valuations, what the market is willing to pay for these companies, all companies, besides really your dividend payers, good dividend payers. There's a difference. There's shit dividend stocks and there's good dividend stocks. Those are the ones that have really held up and even increased their valuation, the multiples, institutional investors are willing to pay. But for like penny stocks, a lot of high growth stocks, the valuations have slashed in half. So that's called multiple expansion, by the way. That might or might not come back. It really depends here in the next year or so. It really depends on what the Fed's going to do, how high rates are going to go. And you might start to get some of that multiple coming back. But, stocks like Apple, safer tech stocks, they've been doing pretty damn well. But back to what I was talking about. Look at all of this call activity. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 10 to 15 different call positions that are for millions of dollars that came in during the last hour of trading today. And I doubt that was people actually flipping out of them, because if you look at the chart, there really wasn't much meat on the bone to try to squeeze out in the last hour. I believe we kind of trended down off the top of my head. Well, we kind of rallied, and then, kind of just came right back down in the last hour. What is that? Like right here, went up a little bit, just pretty much came right back down. Only the beginning. Yeah, if I start to see big money positioning differently and the short interest coming down, then we could have a different conversation here. But, I think it's so... Yo, what's going on? Here you go, Coco. Look, she got her tablet. She wants Coco. Say Coco. I don't know how to work this thing, though. Where's Coco? I got you. I got you, love. Don't worry about a thing. Coco. Dude, I can't find it. She's about to hurt me. Here you go. This will do. There you go. Go get a bite. You want a bite? Bye. Bye. She says bye. You think the MOAS in April? I mean, I had a longer term outlook on it, but it definitely came a lot stronger than I had expected. But that's for the broad markets as well. Like, for the broad markets, Apple has had what? Apple? Apple? No, Apple. No, Apple has had, I believe, 13 consecutive green days. And that's the highest, the most since 2003. Oh, she wants my slushie. No, you can't do that. She's about to start crying. Yo, you want Baba? Look at Baba. 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 I was trying to hide the slushie. She knows. But, Apple has had its best winning streak since 2003. Imagine that. Apple in 03. Crazy. So a lot of things have been doing pretty well. Some things not as much. But we're not even seeing the shorts covering yet. So I don't think the whole stop the squeeze. We're not even squeezing yet. A lot of it's just option activity. Like in the past week, you've seen $857 million worth of options bought on AMC. And I did the calculation in the video earlier, but we'll do it again. $651 million of bullish option activity for AMC stock by institutional investors in the past week. You don't even see close to that on a normal week. Like if you look at any other stock, like these are probably like Apple numbers. Let's see. 857 million. Compare this to Apple real quick. How it blew up my Leap option, then deflated it in the blink of an eye. Yeah. Halts, I mean, you probably know this already, but halts do mess up option pricing, so it can be pretty deceiving for a minute. But my options, like they were higher and then they had come down a lot, and then they kind of recovered towards the end of the day. Not quite where they were at before, but not too far off. Some of the shorter terms, holy shit, Apple probably wasn't the best comparison here. Jesus Christ. 1,803 orders on Apple worth $4.4 billion. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. That's wild. It's a gamma squeeze. What's your Twitter, dude? Let's get people there. I post it in the pinned comment of all the videos, but sometimes I forget to call it out. If I have long call options with a far expiration date July, can I still get profits? Like to buy it now? I think so. But you know, it's one of those things like a lot goes with that. Like time decay. If you bought a 145 strike, you need to see a big move by the end of April, or you're going to start losing a lot on those options. So it's like, do you think you're going to see a $20 move, here in the next couple of days or couple of weeks? But theta decay is going to kill you. If you're going close to the money and you're paying the premium for that, then I think that's probably not a terrible move. Yeah, Microsoft. Everything has a lot of call activity. Like let's look at the put to call ratio in the market today. Index put to call ratio 1.65. Holy shit. Yeah, yeah, so equity options, look at this. For today, the volume was 1,834,000 on equity options. This is coming from the CBOE for today. And on the put side, 760,000. So you're seeing over double the amount of calls being placed on the markets rather than puts. Kind of crazy. Because you know the answer. I have 1,000 contracts. I have long call options with a far expiration date, July. Can I still get profits? Geez, you have 1,000 contracts. Well, July is not that far out. July is going to be here around the corner. So it's not like a safe option. Like, no options are safe unless you have a specific strategy. If you're talking like tens of thousands of dollars, I wouldn't mess with anything shorter term. Like July is very short term. Theta decay starts to kill options about 3 months out. Depends. You have to see bigger moves, right? Like if AMC stayed theoretically at $30 or $40 until the end of June, and then the stock popped $50, you're still gonna lose on that option because it's too far out the money with too little time. So I would just be careful with options. Paper trade them if you don't know exactly how to value them. The hardest part about options is valuing them, because you could see options that are super overpriced, some that are attractive, and rarely do you ever find just a flat out cheap option. And you're not going to an AMC stock. Yo. Yeah, she runs me if you guys didn't know. You run me. Where's your baba?
Baba.
It's got milk. Baba. Here you go.
Nippy.
See, she runs me. Damn it.
Yay. Oh.
You want a dog? There you go. There you go.
Yay.
Oh, you gotta download that. You're a butthead, you know that, right?
Hey.
Hey. How's your sleep schedule? Not great. Not great. What's up? But $1 call and AMC. So if I don't sell it, I can buy it, right? Yeah, you could buy it at $1. Yep. She's the channel, dude. I agree. Yo. Let her pick a stock. That would be I mean, statistically, like, monkeys, like, randomly choosing stocks can do better than stock picking. That might actually be a good idea.
Go give it to Auntie.
Needs chocolate milk. Yeah, she loves chocolate milk. What do you think she runs you? Just wait till she's a teenager. Yeah, that's what her mom says. She's like, you're gonna spoil her. I'm like, but she's gonna work for things, you know? All daughters do that. Mine's in college and she still runs me. Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine. Oh my gosh. College. Well, raised her right, it sounds like. Direct had a good after hours. Yeah, a couple things. Micron actually did pretty good in after hours. We were playing that. Well, we still are in the trading group. And we got $95 calls so for May. So it should do pretty well, but who knows? Who knows? Ling Ling, go get your baba. Look, baba. Baba. It's a cocoa stock available. She would buy it. She would go all in on cocoa. She basically watches two things: Cocoa Melon, and Monsters Inc. The first one. She'll sit there and watch those, but not when I'm going live. She always loves to. I don't know. She's gonna be like an actor or something because she loves the camera. Coco. Yo, Baba. Baba. Yeah, I hope Micron runs tomorrow. It was actually talked about a lot on Stock Twits, and that was something that was very different with today. It wasn't really talked about too much on Stock Twits AMC today. Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Micron is 1, 2, 3, 4th
Baba.
trending stock.
Yeah.
Go get your Baba. Baba, you got my hat. Run. Run like lions and tigers and bears. I like tech tomorrow also. Yeah, looking pretty good. MOGU. See, AMC, surprisingly, is not even on the list. It's like the 10th most talked about stock on Stock Twits, which is good. You know, when that retail, I guess, talking activity, you know, conversating activity goes away and the stock can still hold up, that shows a lot. So I think that's a big win overall. MOGU, yeah, okay. I also played Intel too, and that didn't move in after hours, but the contracts were up like 50% on the day. Holy, what the hell? What am I looking at? That's a 1 minute. Huh? I'm confused. What is that on the 1 minute? I'm so lost right now. What the that's weird looking. Just maybe it's a reverse split or something. Is it? Something like that? That's a 1 month. I got it on the 1 minute. 2 minute. Month is that? Yeah, it might have been a split. Oh, it was. Reverse split, 1 for 12. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, I like to stay away from things that just do splits because it usually falls. Like even Tesla fell like 35% after their last split. Pretty much right after. Let's hit $35 tomorrow, guys. Yeah, that's going to be a key level if we're looking at the technical outlook here. getting above 33, that's where you're going to get a lot of momentum to the upside. And that's the 200-day moving average. After that, and that's really where we touched out last time too. Right? So you hit that back here. That was December 8th. And then touched that today, got rejected, and then obviously came back down. So that's going to be an important level. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of these damn lines, because we are well off these levels. There we go. That's a little cleaner. So yeah, that's going to be a key level. Break out above the 200-day moving average, and you're going to see a lot of algorithms go into a flip. They're going to go crazy. Would that be good for options? Microvision, it's not a huge mover, so when it does move, you can make a lot of money. Like stocks that don't move as much, usually, this kind of goes without saying, but has cheaper options. There's a less implied move. That's why I went with Intel, because, Micron, that's a potentially, Intel could be a sympathy trade on that. And there was actually a lot of activity on Intel. So you could go after Micron. There might be a move throughout the day, because it doesn't move that much. But when it does, it can move pretty big. Yeah, see, we broke out above these. We're right at like the 100-day moving average for Micron. Right now, 84.69. No, we're actually above that. Yeah, so you might get a decent run on Micron. 9 also looks good on the 1 month. Tyler, bought a $1 call on HYMC by April 14th. Do you think that's a good idea? Isn't HYMC up a lot? Probably. They're likely going to move the same as HYMC and AMC. Yeah, they were up today. They didn't even, yeah, so you probably already made money on it, I would imagine. Can you check Palantir? I owned Palantir a while back. Sold it at like 25. I bought it on IPO day though. For like $10, something like that. Or the day after IPO, it was over there. But yeah, Palantir looks ready for a damn breakout. Holy shit, look at that. Look at that. That's a key level right there. If it breaks that, that's going to get pretty insane. Come down, hit the low. That's a wild candle. Yeah, it came down, double bottom. Looks like it should come back up. See if it can break out. Is it above the Bollinger Bands? Yeah, it's above its Bollinger Bands, riding the top end band. So that's looking really, really good right now, actually. That might be a decent trade if the Palantir hype comes back. I'm sure the options are cheaper than they used to be, that's for sure. So Robinhood is adding additional trading hours. Is this of any use? I didn't even look into exactly what was going on. Like I seen Robinhood was up a lot, like 25% earlier in the day, but I didn't look. Robinhood expects trading hours from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's really like... it's good for Robinhood, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, It's not anything different than other brokerages. Yeah, I think it's more of like like it'll help their business, but yeah, like you said, Robinhood is doing everything in their power to save their ass and get on the good side of retail again. Yeah, like Robinhood without retail is done. I mean, nobody switches from something else to Robinhood, and people that really do use Robinhood that are not retail, it's more like a just buy and hold type strategy. Robinhood don't make any money hardly by just letting people buy and hold stocks. They need the traders, right? People that are buying and selling a lot. Time to short hood. Yeah, that might be decent, but I would be careful because it is a fundamental positive thing for Robinhood, especially with after hours trading. The bid and the ask are wide, right? You can have like like look, this is a great example. This is probably the best example ever. Oh shit, I gotta pull it up. Palantir. I'm gonna keep that one on my radar. If it starts to move tomorrow and breaks out above that, that's gonna be really really good. But like this, right? This is a perfect example. Intel, it looked like it dropped like $3. That would be a crazy big move, right? It was just the after hours spreads, right? It happens all the time, like right here, and it's just the bid and the ask become very spread out, and you can actually make a lot more money if you're Robinhood with a larger bid ask spread. So I would be careful. Maybe layer. That's one that I might layer into. Like I might go longer dated with it, and then add a little bit at a time if you're super bearish on it. But I don't know exactly how much that would impact the business. I would compare it to other brokerages. Yeah, but Micron, hopefully that thing does run. Needs to get back to 95. AMC and XRP to the moon. There we go. Oh my god. Look at BFMN 52 weeks. A lot of those charts that look crazy are going to be like reverse splits. Sunshine Biopharma. Yeah. These are reverse splits, and I would stay far away from it. Why does it look like that, though? I'm confused. Oh, is that $12? Oh, that's $12. Yeah, that doesn't have to be a split. I thought it said 12,000 at first. It's like, wow. It doesn't look like a split happened. Just very low trading volume. With some crazy ass moves. I would be careful with it. It looks like it is hitting a bit of a consolidation level, but yeah, that's wild. They have the crypto wallet finally. Yeah, I got mine. I don't plan to do anything with it, but that'd be cool. Like, can you buy an NFT using that wallet? That would be cool. Yo, Ling Ling! Ling Ling! Count. 1, 2, 3. Count. She can count a little bit. She goes like 2, 5, 6. Yeah, huh? Say AMC. AMC. Butthead. Look, monsters. Go get your monsters. And a baba. Trailing stop loss is kryptonite to the manipulation. Let's fucking go. I like it. Yeah, public also have instant deposits too. Yeah, Oh. Oh, go get your baba. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, no, the instant deposit part is that's probably my favorite feature about Robinhood is they have options and instant deposit. Like the few things that I can say positive about Robinhood, that's one of the things. Like even Webull, like I want to make a trade and I don't have enough money for an option and then I got to wait like 7 days for the money to clear. Even if you sell something else, like an option or a stock or something to make a trade on Webull, you have to wait for that deposit to clear. I'm like, "Oh my god, you got the money. Let me trade." And I've missed good trades off of that. She's learning that AMC is not the ABCs. That's true. That's true. She should know, man. She should be saying AMC by now as many times as she's heard me say it and talk about it. When she says AMC to the moon, that's going to be an intro to a video. Just so you guys know. Told you I never trusted Prague. Yeah, I don't really trust a lot of these stocks. I'm very skeptical. And I mean, you have to be skeptical. That's a very good trait to have when you're investing. Or in life, honestly. I feel like being skeptical is a pretty good thing. She smacked her head off the table so loud. Well, the mic's right here, so it sounded a lot louder. It wasn't actually that bad. She's busted her head before. I had to take her to the hospital like a week ago. I wasn't there, but apparently she ran into her sister. Headbutted her. I'm like, oh my gosh. I didn't get any sleep that night. In AMC we trust. That's good. That's good. That is definitely true. I usually won't hold options that I'm not convinced on. Like previously with AMC, like mini rallies, I would just trade the options. I would make some free. I would hold them for a couple days just to give myself exposure, and then I would take the profits on them. But now I have like $1,000 or so. Not sure the actual dollar amount. It changes every minute of AMC options that I'm gonna let sit, but I might roll them out to longer dated because they're only April 14th. So maybe tomorrow I might do that. I might take the profits and then roll it out to later expirations. But I think tomorrow overall is going to be good for the stock. That institutional option activity, not a lot of people actually cover that. Look, Coco. Look, Coco. Not a lot of people actually cover that, but that's a big deal, right? Because institutional investors, they have more money than you. They have more information than you. They know people that have more money than you that control stocks, right? They know the algorithms. They likely know what is about to happen next. Why do you think, you guys might not know this, but Nigerian from CNBC, people on Twitter, people everywhere, pay attention to what he says for like unusual option activity and the trades he's making, because that's highlighting institutional investors likely know something that maybe the rest of the market does not know. So the fact you've seen options, a lot of them, all calls, large orders going in on AMC the last hour, but specifically the last couple of minutes of trading, is kind of comparatively to like insiders buying a stock. Like insiders are loading up on SoFi stock right now. Probably a good indication that you're going to see a bullish next couple of months, good results from the company. Yo, Ling Ling. Ling Ling. Ling Ling. Made some cash on their options today. Let's go. You might buy the $10 calls for 24.4. We talked about this. I remember. Yeah, how much are those? Let's look. Yo, Ling Ling. Look. Baba. Baba and bite. And fruit snack. Want fruit snack? Want fruit snack? Short the Vic should have you live. Yeah, I like short the VIX. Just one second. Here. Where's that? Where's that? No, yeah. Yeah, short the VIX though. I would like to go live with him. That'd be cool to get his personal thoughts on where the situation currently is. What he kind of looks forward to the most. I think we're pretty much in line with the same thought processes, but it'd be cool to see. Like that's what I like to do is get people's opinions. And you know, I will only take an opinion from somebody if they are presenting some data, they have some logical explanation. You know, people that said, I heard it was Tony De Niro, and somebody else that you guys pointed out on one of the live streams a couple days ago that the buff guy that was saying like cash out. I actually watched that video. Sometimes you say watch a video, you guys say well watch a video, and I forget to and don't. I actually watched that video once the stream was over, and I forget, he's got like 14,000 subscribers. I've never seen it before at all, but he was saying that it's all manipulated, cash out, take whatever profits you have, and you know, call it a day. And that was at like $21, $22, and I'm like, there was not one factual point that was pointed out in that whole video. I can't get anything out of that. There's just nothing to bring out. But yeah, short the VIX, he does provide a lot of good thought processes, I feel like, and the data's good. But yeah, this is actually the first day that you've seen higher return shares than borrowed shares. And it's about 2 million is what it says. But even if that is the case, 2 million shares covered today, I mean, it's not even moving the needle on the short interest. The short interest went from 20.79% to 20.77%. You guys are the same. That Eunice, you have a lot of views in common. Must be talking about Lou. Some guy, no, he makes the same kind of videos as Lou, like talking videos. That's what they said though. They said sell out and take your money, and I'm like, dude, shorts have not covered. I wanted to comment, but you know, I got to refrain myself from that because I don't want to get into an arguing match over YouTube videos. I don't think that's productive. Short the VIX is more filtered, and Tyler is straight to the point. Yeah, I like to be. I mean, like there's a time and a place for everything. Like I don't want to hold back when it comes to you guys. Like you need to know the truth about everything, and how I feel. Tony De Niro would never say sell your AMC stock. He is all dummy hands all the way. Yeah, I don't know exactly who said that, but somebody said Tony De Niro and the other guy. I don't really see either of them, but so I might be wrong in that. Like I wasn't calling him out. It's I don't really care what other people say, to be honest. You know, I know what I know, and I know what the data says, and that's all I project. I try to leave my opinions out of it. What's your net worth? Couple 100,000. I have a couple rental properties, and well, that's not including like your personal belongings. Net worth is technically like your watches, your wardrobe, stuff like that too, but I don't count that. I also live in Michigan too, which is important to point out that the cost of living is very cheap. So like houses are like a couple $100,000 instead of California, they're like millions. So like if you make 100 grand in Michigan, you're doing pretty damn well for yourself. If you make 100 grand somewhere else, you're kind of average, right? I think the average wage in Cali is like 170, 80, 100 grand, something like that. I think it's good though. None of your biz. No, I think it's an interesting thing. I'm curious on what a lot of people's net worths are. It doesn't matter, but what do you think of Gitcoin? I have never heard of it, honestly. What do you think of Gitcoin? What's your prediction on AMC tomorrow? I mean, I think the institutional option flows say a lot, so I think it's going to be a positive day. I don't know if it's going to be like another 40% day, but I think it's very possible you see a 10% plus day, if not more than that. Once we get towards the end of the week, you're going to see a lot more assigning and expiration going on with the options, and that should give us another move to the upside, I would imagine. I've heard a lot of people saying they wanted to exercise those options, and institutional investors, they exercise options a lot more than retail. Somebody like me or you, like institutional investors, they kind of go into it like, hey, I'm going to exercise these options if I have to, and then hedge out my share position. And you're seeing a lot of institutional option activity for tomorrow specifically. I'm kind of going off of that, as well as there is going to be more talks with Russia and Ukraine, and there was that de-escalation statement that Russia's basically pulling out of Kyiv for the most part. It's not a ceasefire, but they are not going to focus on that too much. So that's part why the markets did rally. And you do have some data points that are coming out. But really, the Ukraine-Russia headlines are going to be the most important. Where's Wednesday? Yeah, I believe you have GDP data tomorrow. Hi, Ling. Yeah, GDP quarter over quarter. High volatility expected event. PCE prices. That's also going to be important. And then a lot of oil data that comes out. Tomorrow is going to be pretty packed for data. That's for sure. And that's all going to come out pretty early in the morning tomorrow. So you'll see that move. Likely, I mean, hard to tell. GDP might come down a little bit, but the yield curves did invert today. And I hope you guys realize that the yield curve inverted. And that's typically what you can kind of expect from I guess right now we've been coming down, so this wasn't really a huge shocker. But they do signal They do signal recessions, so pretty interesting. Hey, Ling Ling, take your cheese roll up and go.
Go. Yeah.
But yeah, if you pull this out to the max, yeah, every time it inverts, at least since the 80s, you've seen a recession. Even in August of 2019, which is the weirdest one, because people still argue to this day about did the yield curve invert knowing COVID was coming, or what happened with that. Yo, Ling, go get your baba. Where your baba? Where your baba?
Go.
Go. You go. No. Just trying to. The computer has got a bunch of flashing lights. She loves them. She loves them. Yo, Ling, you're going to mess things up. Look. Let's go get your baba. Let's get your baba. Look up, baba. She wants the computer. Baba. Bad babies. Bad babies. Futures, though, down a little bit. But yeah, depending what comes out of Russia and Ukraine, that's going to be important. And let's go over the quick spiel about why that is so important in case people don't fully realize. It's not the conflict part that moves the markets up or down. It's essentially Russia invading Ukraine has made it, or we will get that reflected the next CPI reading April 12th, but it's projected to make the CPI go up a lot, thus making the Fed more aggressive. So the sooner the war in Ukraine ends, the more the markets will let oil and commodities come down, and the less inflation you'll theoretically see, and the less hawkish the Fed has to be. So that's why it's so important, and that's why it's the biggest catalyst right now. I've learned more about the stock market in the last 14 months than I ever wanted to, but it's going to pay off big time. Yeah, I mean, you can, there's so much to learn. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, you'll never stop learning, but stock market's good. Like, I don't ever plan on getting out of the markets, you know? Once you make it big, once you have, think about it like this. Once you have $1 million, you can get about a 3% return, relatively risk-free, and that's how a lot of people retire. So you have $1 million, 3% on $1 million, that's 30 grand a year, and your portfolio should grow more than 3%. So that's taking out the passive income and still letting your money grow a little bit for you. About 4% on average, your portfolio would grow. But if you got 10 million, that's what, 300 grand a year? Right? Let me just, I think, I don't even, 300 grand a year. That's not bad. Hit a couple nice trades, you get good at trading, you get there in no time. I'm not looking to go to the moon. I'm just looking for good long-term investments. I like that. Once you have $1 million, you want $2 million. Yeah, I don't think it's really about the numbers, honestly. Like hitting big trades and I'm not obviously at the level where I could just sit back and do nothing, but it's kind of like the chase that you like about it. It's not necessarily just the number. It starts off as the idea of being able to have freedom and not dictate, a job to make your income and support your lifestyle. But then it turns into you start to love the process. You start to love what you do. And that's where I'm at with YouTube. I love what I do. And real estate, love that too. And it's good. And trading and investing. That's really my first passion, I guess you could say. Once you have Tyler, did the price really hit high at 6:30 or was that fake? Ling Ling, I don't know. Ling Ling, it's okay, Ling Ling. Ling Ling, get your baba. She's freaking out. Ling Ling. She's terrible twos. 6:30 in the morning. So you're Cali then, right? It was real, but it happened so fast. That if you didn't watch it like with your own eyes, then you would have thought it was fake. But even after the halt, the price of the stock was moving around so much. Like every second, it was ticking. Like if you looked at it on Webull, it was just back to back to back to back to back. People were slapping the ask and slapping the bid. Fast. I was going to say something else, but we ain't going there. We'll keep it PG-13 on the live stream. Nonetheless, that's the trend that will likely continue, ladies and gentlemen. That kind of volatility does not go away unless you crater into the ground or unless you moon go to the moon, right? Like you typically don't see that kind of just go away by itself once that kind of volatility starts. So I think it's going to be pretty good. You're seeing tech doing a lot better, and during these recession fears as well, I think it's important to point out this will be talked about more. People will start to expect a recession even more. If GDP comes in bad tomorrow, then it wouldn't surprise me to see a 1.5% down day on the markets, because that's going to make the threat of recession a lot stronger. And the only reasons the markets really rallied after the Fed, besides pricing in a lot of negativity overall, like we talked about many times, was the comments around the recession from Powell. He said there's a very small chance that we're going to see a recession no matter how many times they raise rates. So if you start to see data coming in that is the opposite of what he said, like bad GDP numbers tomorrow and high PC numbers as well, maybe in unemployment picking up, that data comes out on slap it like Chris, yeah. If that data comes out bad on Friday, that's where you're going to see more instability in the markets, but it's actually good for tech. Tech tends to do well during most recessions because think about it. If the economy is not growing, but you have tech stocks that are growing 20, 30%, it makes a lot of sense to invest your money in those tech stocks. So you'll start to hear that, like, is the tech rotation back as recession fears really kick in? Ling Ling! Ling Ling! That child needs attention. That's all she gets. Yo, Ling Ling. She's just very curious. Yo, this is how you broke the last mic. Stop. She just likes to get into everything. She will go around and take stuff off of tables and just throw it on the ground. Just to create the biggest mess she can. You know me, I'm like, not I don't like to be the one to discipline her. Her mom does though. Yo, Ling Ling. But she did try to bite my somebody earlier, and that's not cool. Get her own computer? Yeah. I got her own tablet. People are like, she's just a kid. I'm like, dude, I don't think it's going to hurt anything. She don't even like the thing. She likes running around causing trouble. She's just saying AMC to the moon. Yo. Here you go, Ling. There you go. See, that's the Coco, if you guys haven't heard that. I watch because of her. What a cutie. She is. But oh, Ling Ling. She kind of looks like Coco Melon, huh? She kind of looks like Coco. I don't know if you guys could see that, but a little bit. Ling Ling. Here you go. She is not in the mood for anything. Remember my kids would just throw their bottle just to see me pick it up? Yeah. She loves that. She throws everything. Bottle, that was the first thing. Now she gets out of her pack and play. She's quick too. Wait, Tyler, my middle girl is 24 now. She was like that and still is. Oh, man. I can't wait. I just wanted her to, yo, Ling. See, like. Baba. She got the martini out the cupboard. Damn. Nah, but when she was like a little baby, like 6 months old and all that, she would never let me like love her. She'd be like just pushing me away and trying to kick me away, just everybody. And now she's a little on the sweet side, but I just wanted to get her big enough to like cuddle. Now she's sweet and sour. Sour Patch Kid. If you're a true ape, smash that like button. Let's see them apes. Yo, Ling. She'd be like, Dad, I need to borrow some money. I'd be like, do you have your long-term portfolio? Do you got your portfolio? Let me see. That's what I'm going to say. And that's what you guys should say too. Be like, Dad, I need to borrow, $500, $200. And be like, what's your portfolio look like? Like, oh. How long have you been trading, bro? Right after I turned 18, and I'm 23, almost 23. So, almost 5 years now. But I had never been exposed up until that. Like, I had heard about the stock market. Not even really. Like, I can't even say I had a knowledge at all about the stock market. Like, I knew about investing in like companies, if that makes sense. I was very naive to investing at all. Nobody I've ever known did that. But once I realized, like, this is how you invest. Like, I'm buying businesses and I can pick and choose. I can put in as much work as I want. Like that's the thing. Like, I'm like, if I love to do something, it doesn't feel like work. So it's not like a drag on me, right? If you hate doing something, then you can't wait to stop. If you love doing something that's actually productive, that makes you money, that's the best of both worlds. How long did it take to build up your portfolio? Well, I've took money out, at times when you hit big trades, but just the best strategy is really taking whatever, depending how frugal you are. I don't really spend money like that. But just saving like 20% of your income. I save a lot more than that. But if you could just save that, or deposit it every check you get, like if you make $400 a check and you're saving 10%, what's that, $40? Save 80. That's is that 20%? I believe. What platform / broker did you start on? TD Ameritrade, but yeah, TD's just a little different. I like E-Trade, but you're going to cash out every time your daughter asks. Think it's a game. Yeah, but I wouldn't set a lot of pressure on yourselves with that. Like they say slow and steady wins the race, right? But that's true. Like, I wouldn't take that grand and just throw it into weekly options every week. You're statistically like 83% of options expire worthless on average. So, I would just put in the work, I guess, find good companies. I would probably do smaller companies because odds they double are a lot better than something like a Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, Google, or something. But, just depending on your risk tolerance, I guess. Bro, stop trying to get my boy jammed up. I think he was joking. I'm not sure. Though. I seen the comment. But do you expect a run up tomorrow or pullback? I do expect a run up. Just because of really the option activity as well as the technical setup that we have been following along with what happened back in January, right? It's this like the same exact setup that we were seeing. And also, like I just said, and we'll look at the technical setup in 1 second, but like I said, when you see that back-to-back volatility in the price action of the stock, like Webull, that thing was going crazy. Like that kind of activity, I've never really seen that come and go in a one-day process, right? Like it was really strong in the morning. It kind of mellowed out during the day and then came back kind of end of the day. Not to the same extent. And that usually is a sign of a lot of option activity and just a lot of volatility in general that usually stays around. But even in this really kind of a risk-off day for a lot of the big runners recently, right? A lot of those stocks were down a lot. And AMC actually, eked out a profit. I think GameStop was down like 5% at one point when I looked at AMC and it was positive. Yeah, GameStop was down 5% to close the day. So, nothing against GameStop, but I think that goes to show kind of where we're currently at with AMC. But, yeah, if we look at the technical setup back in January, I've went over this a lot, but we had the same setup going into this week. That's why I was bullish initially heading into the week, right? You come down, you get these little fake bounces, rallies in here. Then come down to a lower low, and then you start to make those moves to the upside. Well, this is technically the 100-day moving average, this orange line, but it's kind of acting like the 200-day moving average we've seen today. And then the next day, we did gap up 26%. It doesn't have to happen the same way, but really given the option activity that came in the last couple of minutes, it makes more sense than not. I would bet, if I had one bet to make, that we would go up tomorrow in a pretty substantial way. This was really a consolidation day, kind of a shakeout day. You can't have everybody on the right side of a trade. You got to shake some people out. They're going to drop a ton of put options again when it starts running up. It's possible, but I think I think you'd be crazy to, buy puts on AMC unless it was some kind of like hedging strategy. Still, I think that's kind of not good, but I got to get my money out of TD and Ameritrade. Bad time for this to be happening. Oh, are you transferring? I got cash account and TD from day trade limiting too much. Got a friend who bought 500 AMC for me. I'm about to tell him liquidate that and run a $40 option expiring in 1 month. That might not be bad. Yeah, but most day traders lose money. So not financial advice, but I would start out very small, just experimenting. And the biggest thing too, you gotta emotionally get over the hump of making a lot and losing a lot. Like when I make a lot, I've had really big trades that are like stupid, right? Make hedge funds look retarded. That's just the name of the game for the retail investor if you can get these strategies down. But you have to be comfortable winning and losing. It's not just a one-way street. And the worst thing that you can really do well, there's a couple of things, is beat yourself up too much, be like cynical about yourself, and that's like if like thinking you're not good enough, you're not smart enough. You don't have to be smart in this game. That's not what it is, you know. But on top of that, just obviously not financial advice as well. Yes, thank you. Eric Cuddle will keep me in line when I start rambling. But just always be forward looking, not backwards looking. If don't be thinking about what happened the last week or the last 2 weeks. That's not going to help you. The markets are already over that. They're looking at what's going to happen in the next coming weeks. That's the biggest thing that I could really say. And, you know, just because something happened once doesn't mean it'll happen again. But I think that's one of the biggest game changers. You know, markets, they don't even care about what happened today. Like, that's over with. They don't care. They want to know what's going to happen tomorrow and the next coming days. Tell them about the 15K from the Discord, homie. Yeah, that was 500 into about 15,000 on Facebook puts. Somebody said on a comment to the video, they said that's impossible. I'm like, huh? I'm like, that's not impossible. I've hit $15 into 3,000 before too, and that's a larger percent gain than 500 into 15,000. But those trades are like, those are like once a year. Those don't happen every day, but you'll get the 1,000%ers maybe once a month, once every 2 months. But I tend to play things really small. So like when I hit 1,000% gainers, it might be like $200 or $1,000. You know, you make 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Just because you got to stay in the game. If you're trading with a very large amount without any risk strategy involved, it's going to be very hard. And some things just don't go your way. Like Dave and Buster's. Like nobody talked about this, but I traded this for earnings, and Dave and Buster's had a bad earnings, like it wasn't good, but the stock still went up. You know, after it went down 10% in after hours, it did a 15% day today. Some shit just don't make sense. You can't beat yourself up too much about it. You know. But I like AMC right here, right now. Yeah, Dave & Buster's is ridiculous. I want to buy more puts on it. Definitely. But not financial advice. You'll probably lose on those too. I got time on them, though. I got till May, so if anything happens, it'll be good. But still evergreen. What 18-year-old doesn't own AMC? I have proof I caught it last year pre-20 and caught this year pre-20. There you go. There you go. Brought about before 20, all my contracts, still holding all of them while re-entering profits into Jamie calls and out the money AMC calls. Hell yeah. TD Ameritrade, did I miss something? No, we're just talking about different brokerages. Spent 30 days learning. I'm actually getting better at actually using it. Yeah, and trading, you know, I've been trading pretty seriously, like diving into different strategies and really risk mitigation strategies a lot over the years. And you know, you kind of come to your own strategies. There's not a one is the best, or you know, one strategy doesn't necessarily work all the time. So it's like Fed Jerome Powell when he says they're willing to use their tools in their tool belt, whatever he says. That's kind of the same thing with trading. You got to have a lot of different strategies down there you can you know, whip out if you need to. And that just takes a long time to learn. You know, it takes years to learn all those strategies and to actually get them down. Like, you might learn a strategy and then you're like, how do I do that again? And that happened to me probably the first year. when you're trying to learn so much, it just takes a while. Thank God I kept buying the dip on AMC. Yeah, averaging down was really, really helpful during the last couple months. That's for sure. All right, well, let's see what's going on with futures, and I am going to get out of here. It's looking pretty flat. We'll see what happens overnight tonight. AMC looking pretty, though. So thank you guys for tuning in. Get yourself those free stocks with Moo Raw. Yo, T-Side, do you personally play squeeze plays? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm in AMC balls to the wall. But, small amounts when it comes to squeeze trades, you could do well. I wouldn't put the whole portfolio into one trade necessarily. But even a couple $100, if you get 1,000%, you made a couple grand, or 4,000 or 5,000%, you just made 20 grand. So they could be really good. That's how I would really play them for a lot of the trades. I think AMC has a lot more potential than a lot of other ones, and it really did show today the fact AMC held up even on this risk-off kind of momentum trade day. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys. Mike Brown, Evergreens, Michael, holder of the shares, Eric Cuddle, Letty. Yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Vlog, can't leave you out, brother. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow.